Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm kind of dressed a little bit differently because I'm gonna be shooting a story time, but not a story time, slash advice video of what it was like working at Starbucks. So by me making this video, in no way am I trying to bash Starbucks or bash the company in any type of way. I'm just simply stating my experience and what it was like for me working there. I know not all Starbucks are the same, but yeah, I'm just basically describing my experience and what it was like. Before I give you guys any tips on how to get a job at Starbucks, I'm just gonna first of all state some pros and cons of what it's like working at Starbucks, and I'm gonna start off with the pros. So number one, you get unlimited drinks while on the clock. So if you come into work one day, like, you know, for a regular shift, you get as much drinks as you want, whether it be tea, coffee, frappes, anything. You get unlimited drinks, and then you get a free item of food every single time you work. And at the end of every week, you are entitled to a partner markout, which is a pound of coffee or one of the bags of teas and, like, you know, instant coffees and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool because, you know, we all know that Starbucks stuff can be very, very high priced. Although it is great, it was very cool for me to get free stuff because I worked there instead of having to buy it, because that was one of the reasons why I wanted to work at Starbucks, because I like their drinks. So that was very cool. Now the second pro about working at Starbucks is, what's the second pro? So the second pro at working at Starbucks is definitely the benefits. Now most regular minimum wage jobs, they don't really have that many benefits, and even if they do, it probably takes like a year or two before you can even access your benefits. Working at Starbucks, you only need to work there for 3 months before you are entitled to your benefits, and the benefits include things like health insurance, dental insurance, a college achievement plan where they basically pay for your tuition at Arizona State University, and a lot of discounts at places, Spotify premium membership for free, and just many more things. I remember working at Starbucks, I used to get a discount at my membership at the gym, so that it worked at 24-hour fitness. I'm not sure if it's gonna work at other gyms, but I know it worked at 24-hour fitness. That was very cool because we all know, you know, 24 hours, like damn near like $30 a month just for a gym membership. So it was very cool, like getting that discount. So I was happy about that. And I can't really think of any other benefits at the tip of my head, but I know there are other ones, but you will be informed once you get the job. Now onto the cons. There weren't that many cons to me, but the cons were just bad enough to make me not want to work there. I feel like the cons vary based on your personality and who you are as an individual. So like the things that I can probably not handle, you could probably handle. So you know, I don't know who you are, so I don't know what you can handle. But definitely one of the cons at working at Starbucks is drama. You're gonna have to face a lot of drama. That's just how it is. It's a very competitive job, so everybody is, you know, always trying to one up each other in a way. So there were always arguments, there was always bickering, there was always like co-worker beefs, and I feel like that was just unethical and just not really proper at a work environment, because I honestly felt like I was in high school and it just wasn't for me, and I didn't like anything about it, you know. So that was one thing that I didn't like dealing with, and that was one of the reasons why I left the job, because I just didn't like the environment. I didn't like the vibe. And I'm not saying that all Starbucks are like this, because I bet there are a lot of Starbucks where the co-workers are very pleasant and everybody there is cool, but the one that I was working at, it wasn't the same for me. So my second con for working at Starbucks was the customers, honestly. And I love customer service. I pick I pick working in customer service every time for a reason, because that's one of my favorite things to do. I used to work in retail before I was working at Starbucks, so customer service is a thing for me, and I honestly can't do any other job unless it has to do with customer service. But the customers at Starbucks are a particular kind of people. I understand that, like, you know, a lot of them are rushing and, like, you know, they have places to go, but it was just like uncanny to, you know, go to work and have somebody yell at you because their mocha frappe wasn't made in 2 minutes, and like they see that there's obviously a whole bunch of people here. It's a very busy store, but they still want to get upset with you, especially if you're on cash. You're a cash register, like you're on cash, and you know they're yelling at you about their drink. It's like, I can't do anything because I'm not even on bar, so I can't really do anything for you. So that was very, like, you know, it was very hard to deal with. And there are some customers who were just extra with their drinks, and if this is you, honestly, it's not that deep. It's just coffee. It's just coffee. Like, that's how I would try to explain it to everybody. Like, it's just coffee. We don't have to be doing all this. Like, people were really running mad just because of coffee, and I'm just like, I'm kind of confused. Like, you know, it's just coffee. Like, that's just how I felt. So those were basically the only 2 cons for me with Starbucks, and it was just enough to make me leave, because you will expect that to happen every single day when you go into work. So now to the interesting part. I'm gonna give you guys some tips on how to get hired at Starbucks. So when you put in an application for Starbucks, there's a partner hub where you put in your application. I'm just gonna give you some tips for how to maneuver that. First of all, don't just apply at one. If you apply at one, high chances of you getting the job is very slim to none, because maybe that store may not be hiring, but there could be another store that is hiring. So I say when you apply for the job, I say apply for at least like maybe 3 or 4, maybe even 5 different Starbucks locations that are close to you, of course, because there's always going to be one store that's hiring. But if you apply for just one, the chances of you actually getting the job is very, very slim. So I just say apply to more than one, and you have a higher chance of getting the job because you're on there and you look like really interested. 2, make sure your resume is very professional. Try to make sure your resume is as professional as possible. And I understand that it's a minimum wage job. You're just being a cashier or whatever. You wouldn't think that it should be professional. But I feel like Starbucks really looks at that. And if you have a very, very professional resume, they're most likely going to hire you. And not just a resume, you should also add a cover letter to your resume to basically explain why you want to work at Starbucks. That shows that you are more dedicated. If you put a cover letter with your resume, I'm pretty sure that's going to boost your chances of getting a job. And yeah, just make sure that you have you point in your resume and your cover letter that you have other goals in life and you're a very ambitious person. And once you put that, they're most likely going to hire you. Now, when you have gone through the whole process of doing your application and you are granted an interview, here are 3 things that will make sure that you get that job. For 1, dress professional. If you come there dressed professional with maybe like a button-up shirt or like nice pants, it's really going to look good, and the manager is going to see that you're a very professional person. Number 2, have a personality. If you do not have any type of personality and you're just like a dull, bland person, the chances of you getting hired are not very likely, because it's Starbucks, it's in the name, Starbucks. So if you have like some type of star quality about you and you have like a personality, they're more willing to hire you, because you're supposed to make a connection with the customers, and the customers are supposed to like you and, you know, want to come back because of you. So if you have a personality, even though you're a shy person, just make sure you, like, you know, show that you have like a warm personality that is like, you know, very receptive from other people. And that will really put you in a good standing. And then the third but most important one is to make sure that you know some facts about Starbucks. And I say this because Starbucks wants to hire people that care about coffee. In a way, that's why it's so competitive, because the people who work there, they actually care about coffee. They like coffee. They drink coffee every day. Coffee is most likely their life. A lot of people, it wasn't my life, but a lot of people that work there, coffee is their life. So if you have some type of interest in Starbucks and how it was found, you're going to get hired. Just before your interview, the night before your interview, or even the morning before your interview, just search up some stuff on the internet about Starbucks and how it was found, and like, you know, just main fun facts that could be found on Google anywhere. And I guarantee you, you're gonna get the job. If you follow these tips, you're most likely going to get a job at Starbucks. And if you do not, don't worry about it. There's always other jobs. There's always other places hiring. If you follow these tips for other places, most likely you're going to get hired. But I'm pretty sure you're going to get hired if you follow these tips. But yeah, if you're watching this video, make sure to like and comment and subscribe to my channel for more future videos. Bye.